We are in between rehearsals for our upcoming concert on April 14th at 2:30 p.m. at the Ent Center for the Arts. It is our only concert for this program, so please mark your calendars. It is only Sunday, April 14th, and we've got a wonderful program.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
excited.
Okay, so I thought our January concert was gonna be my favorite concert of the year, and then I walked into this, and I was like, oh, well, hello.
Yeah.
Brahms' Tragic Overture.
Mendelssohn,
Reformation. Okay, so when I was an angsty teen, and you know how like people go and listen to like grunge music in the 90s? Yeah, I totally rocked out to the Brahms' Tragic Overture to get all of my hate and anger
It's
out.
like a week ago.
Oh, sweetie.
You're a child.
I have pro talent.
There's no grades. No
That's
grades.
crow's feet that go into your cheeks. Pro talents.
Oh, okay.
That's what I have.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're playing. Okay, so the Brahms' Tragic Overture, which is just like clearly the best piece of music ever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I mean like you don't understand like.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah. No. When I first practiced it before rehearsal, that's right. I practiced before rehearsal. Like it was starting to bring tears to my eyes because it was just like such a powerful piece for me personally. But yeah.
And it almost never gets played, which is
Why
another
is that?
Yeah, I don't know of it ever being played here in Colorado Springs, which is why I programmed it. I've been waiting and hoping it would happen, and so here it is. Finally, it's a wonderful piece.
Very difficult.
And so this is an all-romantic program, and that you can't get more romantic than Brahms' Tragic Overture. I think that's just quintessential romantic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we get the Florence Prize.
Florence Prize.
Yeah.
First African American composer to have a symphony performed, right?
Right, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first African American woman composer to even really have anything played by a major orchestra and get it published. And it has been an odyssey getting this thing. For those of you who are watching, our administrator, Pam Chen, is sitting behind the camera, but Pam had to really do something to get the music for us.
Really?
It was published. There's a Center for African American Music in Chicago. I think it's the University of Chicago or something like that. And they're doing amazing work, and they're discovering so much great music that it's now moving on. They're giving these things or selling these things to these major publishers. And so this major publisher has taken this piece on, the Florence Prize Concerto in one movement, but they didn't have it ready. And so basically they were saying, well, maybe you don't get to do it.
Like for us this year, they didn't have it published.
Right. They had the parts that the Center for African American Music at the University of Chicago made, but they didn't have them ready to go. They didn't like make their new edition or anything. And so a reporter at the New York Times had done a report about some of these great compositions that were coming along, and so we actually ended up kind of going through the New York Times, and they kind of leaned on the publisher, and lo and behold, things got sent. And so
oh my gosh, Pam! That is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. You got the New York Times to help the Chamber Orchestra of the Springs let us play Price.
It's amazing.
That is incredible.
It's a piano concerto in one movement. It feels very much like a romantic piano concerto up until the last movement. And then it goes sort of
Jazzy, yes!
So
super
it's
groovy.
really fun. So it'll be on this program that will definitely be a standout.
Oh, yeah.
Next we have Arensky, which is my personal favorite on the program. I love playing it. That was my piece that I cried.
Have either of you as string players ever played that piece?
Yes.
No.
Really? You have?
Yeah. Colorado College with Jerry Jorgensen.
Wow.
Yeah. A couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe anybody else did it.
Yeah.
I've never heard it live ever.
Shocked
And
face.
it's an amazing, amazing piece. So Arensky was sort of he was a devotee of Tchaikovsky. And it's,
That makes so much sense.
yeah, it's clearly an homage.
Mm-hmm.
So wonderful variations on a gorgeous Tchaikovsky melody. He puts it in E minor, the same key as Tchaikovsky's last symphony. And by the time you get to the end, the melody is completely, it just means something so different. And so he can't just put the same statement at the beginning and the end, which is what a lot of composers do when they can theme and variations, it's all of a sudden in all of these just otherworldly harmonics, and it's just the most haunting thing. And it's just heartbreaking. It's just, he's saying goodbye to Tchaikovsky, and it's so beautiful.
And not to mention, like, thank you for the virtuosic string concert.
Yeah.
Holy
yes.
shnikes,
Yeah,
I opened
it's
up
a
my
lot.
music and I was like,
It's a lot of wrist pain.
yeah.
You're earning your pay this time.
Yeah, we just finished rehearsing the Mendelssohn, and if that
I
isn't
broke
a...
a sweat.
That's the,
Yeah, me too.
I broke
I'm still
my
trying to get over it.
Yeah, so Mendelssohn's Reformation Symphony. So what did you think? We just kind of just started.
Okay, so we just played it through. You know, we started at the beginning and we played all the way through. And under his breath, after the second movement, I believe, he went, "Not bad." I'm like, on a read-through, like, oh yeah, like we're gonna nail this thing. I'm really excited. Like everybody was super prepared for rehearsal today, so we could really start digging into that dirty stuff. Anyway,
Nice.
yeah, that's how I felt about the first read-through.
So Mendelssohn's Reformation, have either of you played it before?
Not new.
Okay, it doesn't get played all that much. Part of it is because Mendelssohn himself, like, sort of disowned the piece, and for various reasons, and he didn't really explain himself much. He did call it juvenilia. He said, you know, this is of my past. But it's actually a really wonderful piece, and even though he was younger, he was really pushing some limits. He was really trying some new things. And I think the problem is because it has that wonderful Bach chorale in there that is associated with the Reformation, I think a lot of people play it a little too staid, a little too nice.
So we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. We were in rehearsals, we were really just digging in
Oh my
and
gosh.
making something very exciting. So I'm really excited. I think we'll say something with that piece that maybe nobody else has.
Yeah.
So.
And if there isn't at least like, I'm gonna say like 3 bows with hairs flying off of it, you know, we won't have done it justice.
Exactly. I agree.
But this is gonna be, it's only one show, which is a real shame because it's brilliant. It is a brilliant show that we have coming up for you. So please don't miss it. Sunday at the Ent Center for the Fine Arts.
April 14th.
April 14th,
2:30
2:30.
p.m.
See you there.
One show only.